Hello and welcome back to the Mauldin High Broadcast Network. My name is Andrew Baxley and I'm here alongside Ben Coggins as the Mauldin Mavericks take on the Blythewood Bengals. This is the fifth and final game of the Preps Hoops HCSC Showcase from Greenville High School, and this is a game deserving of the nightcap. These are two of the best teams in the showcase. These are the two best teams in the showcase, and these are two of the top four teams in 5A, according to the coaches of South Carolina. Last year in this matchup, the Mavericks came out on fire, scoring 60 in the first half and eventually winning the game 87-79. But the main difference between this year and last year is Julian Phillips. The now four-star has 22 offers to play at the next level and is looking like a top 30 player in the country and the best player in this state, bar Bryce McGowan's. Mauldin is coming off a 78-59 win last night against region foes Woodmont, and they look to continue to make a case towards being the best team in this class with a win here against Blythewood. This game has all the makings of a really, really fun encounter, and you'll hear it all here live on the Mauldin High Broadcast Network. Ben, what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, we've seen some incredible basketball all today. We've been here since, 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and we've seen some incredible basketball, some incredible players, RJ Felton. But this is the game we just watched was incredible. Almost saw an upset, but Green was able to hold on. This is going to be the best game of the night. I have little doubt. Two top five teams in 5A, and 5A is just so strong this year. But Julian Phillips, as you said, he's going to be fun to watch tonight. I'm intrigued to see if he'll be able to put up a better performance than RJ Felton. Hopefully he doesn't. But, these are two incredible teams. Mauldin doesn't have that big star recruit. They don't have the 3-star, 4-star, 5-star that's going to a big college. But they just don't have any holes in their lineup. They don't have any mismatches. We've got size. We've got shooting in Daniel Stratford and Caleb Byrne and Will Kurian. We've got good ball handling in Jamison Tucker and Nick Williams. We got athleticism in Nick Williams. We've got rebounding in Drake Downs and Jake Cooper and Reddick Owens. We've got low post play in Drake Downs and Jake Cooper. And on top of all that, we are, in my opinion, the best conditioned team in the state, going up against a team that's got Julian Phillips. That's going to make up for a fun game.
Yeah, and you said it earlier, Mauldin doesn't have the star recruit of a Julian Phillips, but one thing they do have is team depth, and you could see that last night when you had Daniel Stratford, Will Kurian, Jadavian Young, all coming off the bench and all giving good minutes and all putting up some big points. And that's what Mauldin is going to need if they want to win this game tonight. And let me tell you, Mauldin is on a really hot streak against Blythewood at downtown Greenville. If you remember last year, as I talked about earlier, they won this game against Blythewood. But then in the baseball season in the spring, they also beat Blythewood just across the street at Floor Field. So 2 wins on the trot for Mauldin against Blythewood from downtown Greenville, and they'll hope to make it 3 here tonight.
We've been celebrity searching today. We were looking for Dabo Sweeney and Raymond Felton, hoping one of them would come up to watch their family members. But we do have a celebrity to our right, Sensei Hoops.
And shout out Sensei Hoops.
Maybe not of the same caliber, but he's definitely a celebrity around these parts.
And Prodigy over there. Prodigy Hoops over there.
Okay.
And then obviously Kevin the Silver Productions, the best out of all three.
Oh, yeah, no. KD Productions, best in the game. End of story.
About 4 minutes left until a tip-off of this game. We thank you all for tuning in, whether on NextLR or YouTube. I hope we sound a lot better tonight on YouTube. We have the headset mics here for some increased sound. We'll look to continue that throughout the season. Here from Greenville High School, Andrew Baxley, Ben Coggins, our camera guys, Brendan Bress, and our statistician is Landon Myers. As you can see on your screen right now, if you're on YouTube, you can see Mauldin in their warm-ups with the orange top, white shorts. And Blythewood on the far side of the screen. They're in blue uniforms. If you can see Julian Phillips is number 4. That's a guy that you'll want to look out throughout the game, a 6'7" junior. One thing that is definitely needs to be known about Blythewood is the amount of juniors they have on this team. I think they have a 13-man roster, and 12 of the 13 players on that team are juniors. So this team is a team built for next year, and they no doubt will be at the top of the 5A upper state and state in general picture next year, along with obviously Dorman and Ridgeview and some of those teams. Teams are returning to their benches for the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 5 here of the Blythewood Testing Showcase here at Greenville High School in Slickmore Gymnasium. A quick few COVID-19 reminders. Please make sure we are social distancing from other parties by at least 6 feet. We are wearing masks at all times on campus. And we are sitting
And
on
Prodigy.
the Game 5 is the third part of the matters.
What? So starting up, we'll go with the starting lines for Blythewood. We'll read them out. Julian Phillips and Edward Cohen. Julian Phillips, Edward Cohen. 11 is Edward Cox.
Nick, unsurprisingly starting. Jameson, always featured in that starting lineup. Caleb Byrne, what a start to the year he's had. Really busted out onto the scene for the Mavericks. And then the tried and tested, big man duo, and Jay Cooper and Drake Downs.
Yeah, the usual starting 5 for the Mavericks, as you said. It's Tucker, Bird, Cooper, Downs, and Nick Williams. And for Blythewood's Cohen, Phillips, Cox, Rogers, and Hardy. Expects to see some minutes from freshman Kyle Green off the bench.
Mauldin, their classic home uniforms, the white uniforms with orange and brown trim. Blythewood with the Jordan uniforms. They've got navy blue uniforms with gold and white trim.
So tipping off here, it will be Deshaun Rogers. Oh, Deshaun Rogers faked me out. It will be Julian Phillips and Jay Cooper. Of course, I'm talking about Julian Phillips all day. He is the 4-star. When we get a stoppage, I can read you off all his offers. 22 of them. So you know he's a talented player. He will face off with Jay Cooper in the tip-off. 8 minutes on the clock here from Greenville High School. 0-0 to start it off. Mauldin, the guest. Blythewood, the home team. Ball is up. Julian Phillips wins it. Edward Cohen retains it. And we are underway here from Greenville High School. Out wide for Barry Hardy. Now pump fake and drive right. Hardy out wide for Phillips. Coming around off a couple screens. This is Sean Rogers. He'll pass it out wide to Barry Hardy. Here is Hardy up top. Now here's a Sean Rogers. Julian Phillips at the wing. He's being guarded by Drake Downs. That's the matchup we want to see. In the post going to work is Rogers. Cox. Cox will try to go up. It's blocked by Cooper. He gets the rebound. The tie-up will go the other way. Drake ahead for Nick, but it's stolen away. And the telegraph pass, Edward Cohen now has it for the Blythewood Bengals.
Great defense on that last possession by Jay Cooper. Just a better play from Edward Cohen to pick off that pass.
A wide open Barry Hardy misses a 3, but gets his own rebound. And the post going to work. It's Cox. Edward Cox out for Phillips. Phillips driving to the left. A switch. He had Williams on him. They're going to hit him with an offensive foul. Good defense there by Nick Williams.
Great defense there from Nick Williams to draw the charge. And I was surprised when I heard the whistle. I thought it was a clean block at first, but he did a good job to draw the charge.
A bit of a full court press here. Tucker now for Downs. They'll back off. They'll try to trap Downs, and they're going to hit him with a foul. 2 early fouls on Blythewood. One is on Phillips, and that one is on Deshaun Rogers.
And Mauldin usually does a good job of beating that press just because of their speed and athleticism.
If we can get their big man in foul trouble, we could have some success here tonight. Caleb Bird has it now for the Mavericks, top of the key. Drake Downs now on the wing. He's driving to the left. Caleb Bird, he'll step back and pull the three. That one's no good, and it will be rebounded by Edward Cox. Cox hands off to Cohen. Now up top, here's Rogers. Rogers inside for Cox. Cox trying to go to work. Blocked by Cooper, but a foul on him.
That one was questionable. That looked like a clean block from down here, but we don't have a great angle when Blythewood's down there, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Clock stops 6:35, and Edward Cox will shoot 2 free throws. A junior forward, he's 6'5".
Edward Cox, a great free throw shooter.
First free throw is up and no good. Cox, the second one is up and good. So he goes 1-1 from the line, and the first points of the night go to the Blythewood Bengals. Number 11. Here's Caleb Byrne. More trap from Blythewood. He finds Drake Downs, so that's a high pass and it goes out of bounds. Mauldin struggling with the traps from Blythewood here.
Uncharacteristic from the Mavericks. They usually handle the presses and traps pretty well. We've been seeing a lot of full court pressing and trapping tonight, more than we usually see in high school basketball.
Inbound pass for Edward Cohen, 5'9" junior. Julian Phillips on the wing. He'll drive with his right hand, then back away. He'll pass it out wide to Hardy. Going to work is Cox. He'll pass it out wide to Cohen. Cohen looking back for Cox. Cox trying to post up Cooper, coming around a couple of screens. There's Hardy. He'll drive right to the baseline. His layup is good.
Great drive there from Hardy.
Here's Drake Downs going to work. Nick Williams, a corner three. He'll pull it. It's good.
Great
First
shot
points of the night for Mavericks, and they'll tie it up at 3. Here's number 3, Edward Cohen. Cohen here's for Phillips. He'll turn around and shoot a jumper. It's air ball, but rebounded by Cox. He'll go up. Owen Cox misses the second one. It's rebounded again by Blythewood. That really should have been an offensive foul. It looked like Deshaun Rogers threw himself into the body of Nick Williams, but instead it's a foul on Nick Williams. I'm not so sure about that one.
Yeah, a couple iffy calls on Mauldin so far. The block on Jay Cooper looked clean to me, and yeah, that should have been an offensive foul in my opinion.
And now pass is almost stolen by Caleb Bird, but Edward Cohen now has possession. Nice defense there by Caleb Bird. He has a steal, and transition layup is possible, and it's good. Mauldin takes their first lead of the night on the great sequence from junior Caleb Bird.
A great steal from Bird, and then a really good finish on the other end to get it over Cohen's head and then just lay it in nice and easy.
5-3 now is a score. 4:55 left first quarter. Coming around some screens is Cohen. He gives it into Rogers in the post, going to work. It is no good, but rebounded by Cox, and his layup is good. 5-5, a tie game again, but a forward pass here for Tucker. Tucker will spin and fade. His jumper is no good, and it's rebounded by Cohen. He'll try to push it the other way. Some fast-paced basketball here. 4:35 left first quarter. Julian Phillips goes up. He's fouled. That's 2 fouls on Jay Cooper, and that's not good for the Mauldin Mavericks. He'll have to take a seat most likely.
No, expect
Well,
Radic
maybe
Owens to
not.
get checked in here. But, I mean, that was a really good catch-up play there from Cox. And it should have been an easy layup for Jameson Tucker there. Did a good job of cutting off the easy layup and forcing that fadeaway.
Two free throws here for Julian Phillips. First one's good. And Mauldin will go small to check in Daniel Stratford for Jay Cooper. And that means Nick Williams will be the power forward. Also into the game for Blythewood, it is Wright, Kelly, and there was one more. I didn't see who it was. Blythewood
on the play from,
only had 4 on the court.
floor.
So they did indeed only make 2 substitutions. Olin Knox will indeed stay in.
Don't expect Julian Phillips to miss 20 free throws tonight. That's not me trying to jinx it. When you have players that good, they usually don't miss free throws.
Unless it's Shaq.
Good point.
There's a substitution finally now.
And Mauldin, as they showed against Legacy, did a good job of keeping the ball out of Bryce McGowan's hands. Hopefully they can do a good job of doing that same role with Julian Phillips tonight.
Tucker inside for Downs. Downs going to work in the post. He's fouled. It will be 2 shots for him.
Good work there for
Foul.
breakdowns, and that's the second foul already on Julian Phillips.
No, that's on Isaiah Williams.
Oh,
That
okay.
foul was on Isaiah Williams. Isaiah Williams. 2 free throws here for Drake Downs. Free throws up and good by Drake Downs.
This is probably the second best team we've played so far. Definitely the second best team we've played so far this year. Legacy obviously being the best. Both those games, free throws are important.
Second free throws up and good. Drake Downs goes 2 of 2 from the line, scores 7-7. Here's Samad right now with the ball. He'll pass it out wide to Stacey Shepard. Here's Richards. Richards trying to drive, and they're going to hit him with a traveling violation.
Good defense there again from Mauldin, forcing another turnover.
Caleb Byrne gets the inbound pass. He'll give it back to Tucker. Tucker back for Byrne. Byrne. Drake Downs gets to the
Great
cross.
pass
Downs
from Byrne.
driving to the lane. His floater's good. Drake Downs has 4 points here.
That was a great pass from Caleb Byrne to basically just tip it to Drake Downs, and Drake Downs had the easy finish.
It will be good to get Drake Downs active early in this game. Pass was almost stolen by Nick Williams. Richards is trying to go to work on him. Nice block by Nick Williams. Out of bounds, it will be Blythewood ball. Clock stopped. 3:42, 9-7 left first quarter.
Nick Williams showing the athleticism there. A lot of players would have been burned by the first spin. He did a good job of staying in the play and then blocking it out of bounds.
That was really close to 5 seconds, but they eventually got it into Samad Wright. Caleb Byrne will sit down on that little isolation ball. Good defense once again by Caleb Byrne. There's a 3-shot by number 10. It's no good. Rebounded by Richards. Richards trying to go to work. His shot blocked by Caleb Byrne. Up ahead for Tucker. Tucker for showtime. There we go. Wow, the Maverick basketball.
What a play from Caleb Byrne. That was an incredible block, bending his body around to get his hand on the ball. Then Jameson Tucker on the finish. Great transition there. And another block.
Another
Drake Downs on that one.
Here is Daniel Stratford. Stratford for Tucker. Tucker a 3 straight away and a traveling violation.
Yeah, that was the right call. But how about this defense these past couple possessions? 3 blocks in 3 possessions. That's incredible.
I mean, you really cannot do any better than that. It's actually impossible to do any better than that. 3 blocks, 3 possessions. Mauldin with a 4-point lead as Will Kurian is ready to check in. Good defense again by Mauldin. Drake Downs. They're going to hit him with a personal foul. I'm not so sure about that one, but it is the referee's call, not mine. First personal foul on Drake Downs.
I don't know about that one. That one was iffy. Mauldin's playing some really good defense right now, and Will Kurian going to check in. And a much-deserved standing ovation from Caleb Byrne. What a couple sets of plays from Caleb Byrne past couple minutes.
Going to work in the post is Williams. Isaiah Williams goes up. Instead, he passes it off to Rhodes. No good. Richards gets his own rebound, and he goes up for 2 points. 2 points there for Emmanuel Richards on the offensive rebound. Drake Downs brings it up for the Mavericks. Downs lost control of the ball. I'm not so sure if Mauldin will want Drake Downs bringing the ball up every possession. And 2 points for Samad Wright, and we now have a tie game. Tucker back for Will Kurian. Kurian across again for Tucker. We broke through the press. Tucker trying to drive. He's going to go up and kick it out for Stratford. Stratford pulls the corner 3. No good. Too long. Rebounded by Blythewood. And going up is Samad Wright, and that's good. And Blythewood takes the lead.
And after that incredible defense, just getting beat on the break, a couple possessions in a row, that's something that doesn't happen to Mauldin.
Nick Williams dribbled it off his own leg and a turnover.
Yeah, Mauldin doesn't get beat on the break very often, but especially not 2 possessions in a row.
Mauldin going super, super small here. They check in Caleb Byrne and Jadavian Young for Nick Williams and Drake Downs, so no true big man on the floor for the Mavericks. Jadavian Young has the role of center.
Yeah, and Jadavian Young is a shooting guard, so that'll be not a great matchup down low for Mauldin right now.
They're going to hit a foul on the floor on Jamison Tucker.
And you don't want your players racking up those off-ball fouls. Those are just, preventable. And you're not stopping anything. At least on a shooting foul, you're stopping an easy layup.
Already 5 team fouls on Mauldin. 2 of them are on Jay Cooper. Going to work on the post is Emmanuel Richards. Richards goes up. His shot's no good. Rebounded by Richards. And a traveling violation on him. Coach Flood, the assistant coach, yelling at his Mauldin Mavericks players that they need to box out. And I agree.
For sure. I mean, 2 points have been scored for Blythewood just from not boxing out.
Caleb Byrne now has it for the Mavericks. He's driving to the lane. His layup is up and under and no good.
That's painful.
That was super close to going in. Going the other way is Emmanuel Richards. He'll kick it out wide. A couple of passes, and it will not find the hands of Stacey Shepard. Couple of passes, and eventually finds Emmanuel Richards. His shot's good. And a timeout called by Coach Adam McLean.
And Emmanuel Richards, I mean, Mauldin doesn't give up easy layups. I mean, that's uncharacteristic to see. A wide open layup right under the basket right there. And I can't think of many times that happens to Mauldin. And that's 3 or 4 times Mauldin's given up easy points. And 2 times they got beat on the break. Like I said, Mauldin's one of the best conditioned teams in the state. They don't get beat on the break very often.
Clock stopped to 1:07 because of that timeout. And the Mavericks trail by 4. The score is 15-11. They trail to the team from Blythewood, the Bengals. Timeout's now over. Both teams will return to the court. 5 on the floor for the Mavericks is Downs, Young, Stratford, Kirian, and Caleb Byrne. Full court press once again from the Blythewood Bengals. And down pass to Byrne. Byrne across for Young. Young back for Byrne. Byrne back for Young. Bit of a 2-man game here. Daniel Stratton in the corner. He'll pass it off to Young. Xavier Young, here he is. He's passing it for Byrne. Here is Caleb Byrne. Byrne has to get some separation. He eventually does and finds Young, and a traveling violation on Xavier Young.
I don't know. That one was a little iffy.
Up ahead here is Isaiah Williams to the basket. It was almost blocked by Young, but it did fall for 2 points for Blythewood. Their biggest lead of the night at 6. And a bad pass by Jadavian Young. Will Kieran was not looking at him. He was expecting the pass for Caleb Byrne. And Nick Williams will sub in for Jadavian Young because of that turnover. Mauldin looking a little bit shaky here. As shaky as we've seen them in really 2 months.
Since the Burns game.
Here's Emmanuel Richards.
When we lost.
Richards driving right. He'll pass it out wide. A couple more swings, and we'll find Barry Hardy. Hardy driving left. Out wide for Richards. Richards trying to spin on Downs. He will pass it off. And another layup. This time it's Randy Kelly. 10 seconds left. Mauldin needs to go quickly. Caleb Byrne with 7, 6, 5. Caleb Byrne 4, 3 across Kirian 2, Kirian 1, and Mauldin will not get a shot off.
And, I mean, that's the worst quarter. That wasn't even a bad quarter. We got off to a really good start. That's the worst finish to a quarter. I mean, I don't even know. That's the worst start to. The only thing that's really comparable is when it took us, 5-6 minutes to score a point in the second quarter against Legacy. I mean, the finish to that quarter was awful. We couldn't, bad defense. Right. We had 3 possessions in a row where we got blocks and our defense crippled apart. On offense, we couldn't get anything to go either.
So for Blythewood, Richards has 6, Phillips has 2, Williams has 2, Wright has 2, Edward Cox has 3, and for Mauldin, Williams has 3, Tucker has 2, Bird has 2, Drake Downs has 4.
Good news is Mauldin's still in this. They just got to clean up a little bit on offense and definitely on defense. I think they might a little bit sloppy on some rotations and kind of struggling with this press, which Mauldin usually a team that's pretty good with the press there. Obviously an athletic team. Quick and athletic. And then defensively just some mental mistakes. But hopefully we can focus up a little bit, handle this press a little bit better, and get back in this game.
Mauldin ball to Text it to me. Caleb Byrne now has the ball for the Mavericks. Drake Downs now. Downs had it stolen away. It's Williams going the other way. Williams to the lane. He'll kick it out wide, and it will eventually find the possession of Richards, who's going to work in the post. His layup's no good. He gets his own rebound, and a foul on Mauldin somehow. I don't like that call.
Drake knocked the ball free.
It is on Drake Downs. Is that 2 on him? 2 personal fouls on Drake Downs. So Mauldin's 2 big men each have 2.
That was an awful call on Drake. All he did was knock the ball free, and you're calling a foul.
Cooper comes in for Downs, Kirian, and then Tucker comes in for Stratford. So Mauldin starting 5 on the floor now. You got to be really careful they don't let their big men pick up a personal foul here. Going through the lane and dunking is Isaiah Williams.
And just lazy on the help. Led to an easy dunk.
Caleb Byrne now for the Mavericks in the corner. Nick Williams, he traveled.
What? I don't know what that was.
Whatever Coach McClain said to the referees before the game, they're not very happy about it because they are not giving Mauldin any favorable calls. Into post is Blythewood. They kick it out wide for Richards. Entry pass back into the post goes to Samad Wright. Up top here is Williams. Williams around for Richards. Richards drives left. He pushed off, but no foul, and eventually will be in the hands of Wright in a traveling violation. Finally, a call goes Mauldin way, and they trail by 10.
I mean, that travel on Nick, I don't even think I mean, if you take a step before a dribble, sure, that's a travel, but he didn't even, I mean, he dribbled first.
Drake Downs has the ball now for the Mavericks. He'll drive to the lane. His floater is up and good. We really need Drake Downs to continue to playing good in this game. He has 6 early in the second quarter.
That's our first point since about halfway through the first quarter. It's much needed.
Here's Edward Cohen. Entry pass here for Emmanuel Richards in the post. He's trying to bang with Downs. He spins to the right in a traveling violation.
All right, at least there's some travels on the other team, too.
It's about time. Here's Jameson Tucker. Tucker across for Caleb Byrne. In the corner, Nick Williams. I don't know what the call is.
Mauldin's maintaining possession.
He thought it was out, but it wasn't.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Feels like that shouldn't happen with a paid referee.
Here's Jameson Tucker with the ball. 6:10 left second quarter. 21-13 is the score. The Blythewood Bengals lead it. Here's Caleb Byrne. Byrne trying to drive baseline. He'll go up, and that's going to be a charge violation on Caleb Byrne.
That was the right call. I'll give him that one.
Ball in the hands of Samad right now. In the corner is a couple passes now. It'll find Samad right. And an offensive foul, maybe?
I believe so. These referees are really trigger happy with these whistles. There's going to be 3 or 4 players foul out at this point.
That's going to be Isaiah Williams. And on this track, we might have a player foul out in the second quarter. It's already 7-4 in terms of team fouls. Tucker now has it for the Mavericks. Across for Caleb Byrne. Jay Cooper in the corner. Across for Tucker. Tucker. He really should have passed it to Drake Downs right there. Now it will get stolen away. And Blythewood has it now. It's in the hands of Isaiah Williams. He'll back out and then pass it to Richards. Richards going in. His layup goes up no good. And tipped out of bounds and will be Blythewood ball.
This is, I mean, just so sloppy on offense. I mean, defense is cleaned up a little bit, but offense is just a struggle right now.
In the post and entry pass for Emmanuel Richards. He's trying to go to work on a charge. Good job by Drake Downs. Emmanuel Richards, how many does he have, Landon? 3? That's 3 fouls on Emmanuel Richards.
In the second quarter. I mean, not even really halfway through the second quarter. That's nice to know.
Here's Tucker. Tucker for Downs. Downs trying to drive to the paint. He's going to go up. His shot's good. Drake Downs having a big game for the Mavericks. Caleb Byrne with the steal, the inbound pass. He goes up, layup, no good, gets his own rebound, and a jump ball. Good effort by Caleb Byrne. Although the possession does not go the Mauldin Mavericks' way, that's really good effort by the junior Caleb Byrne. Substitution, Daniel Stratford comes in for Drake Downs.
I don't like taking off Drake here.
He's really the only one scoring for the Mavericks as of right now. But Mauldin will go with the full court press here.
I do like that. Make Blythewood uncomfortable. It's too easy for him on offense right now.
Inbound passes for Wright. Wright will easily break through the press, going all the way to the basket. His floater is no good, but the putback is good by Isaiah Williams. No one boxed him out. Caleb Byrne now has it. Daniel Stratford. Here's Tucker, back for Caleb Byrne. Byrne trying to drive to the lane. His floater is going to go up, and it's no good. He gets his own rebound. He goes up. Second one's good. Inbound pass here for Green. Kyle Green, a freshman. He's trying to go to work on Stratford. Double team here for the Mavericks. It's stolen away by Williams. Williams for Caleb Byrne. Byrne trying to drive. He's going to go up. Almost had the end one. There will be a foul. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I'm glad that Coach McLean started to shift to this press. I mean, obviously the first one was broken pretty easily, but that was perfect execution on that press to tip the pass up. And then
that foul was on Samad Wright. Caleb Byrne will shoot 2 free throws. Subs waiting to check in for the Mavericks are Owens and Downs. Caleb Byrne's first free throw is up and good. Also checking into the game is Olin Cox. Not seeing a lot of Julian Phillips because of the foul trouble. 4:22 is where the clock is stopped. Caleb Byrne, second free throw, no good. The lead remains at 5 for Blythewood. 23-18, 4:20 left. Daniel Stratford, good defense once again on Kyle Green. Really good defense on Daniel Stratford. Good defense once again, and that really should be an offensive foul. That is a bad call right there.
Oh, my goodness. That's an awful call.
You know, the way this game's going, I can see a technical foul coming on Coach McLean very soon.
Coach McLean's doing a good job of controlling his team there.
Yes.
I can say myself, I'm a pretty calm guy. I would be screaming right there.
And because that is the 17th foul, it's 1-1 free throws for Kyle Green. He'll make the first, so he'll get a second. Randy Kelly's getting checked out by the trainers to our left right now. Second free throw is up by Kyle Green. It's no good, but it will be rebounded by Emmanuel Richards of Blythewood. And a timeout called by Blythewood. One thing to keep in mind about Blythewood is their head coach is coaching through Zoom. Yeah. They use a female assistant coach, and she is in contact with their head coach over Zoom. So 2021, modern technology, modern problems, modern solutions. That's what Blythewood has right now.
It's pretty interesting, but McLean, he's got to get through his player's head right now. The boxing out's been awful. I mean, that's the only way to put it. They're not boxing out. That's the only thing to say. Too many offensive rebounds going Blythewood's way. I mean, you should very, very rarely, that's not even the right word, have an offensive rebound off a free throw. And that's what we just saw, especially from a guard.
Richards is the inbounder. He'll throw it long. Caleb Byrne goes up, but Samad Wright will catch it cleanly. 4 minutes left, second quarter, 24-14. That looked like a carry right there. No call. Samad Wright's to pick up his dribble with the entry pass, and he'll get it right back on the cut. Good defense there by Caleb Byrne. Reddick Owens will get the rebound. He will pass it to Caleb Byrne. Byrne spins away from trouble. Hesitation. He drives to the basket. Tucker gets the pass from him. Tucker trying to drive to the basket. He's going to get it all the way. He's fouled. Did not make the layup, but he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and a good job from Caleb Byrne. Nice fake shot. Lost his dribble. Instead of it resulting in a turnover there, he did a good job to just kind of flick it out to Tucker.
Second free throw is up by Tucker. First free throw is up by Tucker, and it is good.
We've got to be hitting our free throws tonight, so a good job there from Jameson to hit the first one.
Another free throw by Tucker. Here it is, and it is no good. Rebounded, though, by Drake Downs, and Downs goes up, and his 2 is good. Mauldin brings it within 3, 1 possession. Here is Emmanuel Richards with the ball, a junior forward. He's bringing it up on Drake Downs. Richards, ball left hand. They'll pass it out wide. Here's Kyle Green. Green inside the entry pass. And one foul, and that better not be on Drake Downs as Kyle Green converts it.
Where was the foul?
Count the basket. A foul is on. Was that on number? Was that on Daniel Stratford?
One.
I think he called that on Daniel Stratford. Yeah, he called it on Daniel. Kyle Green's second free throw is up and good. But one thing that I have seen and one thing that you should keep an eye on is once Blythewood makes an entry pass into the post, watch the man who passed it. He likes to cut to the basket as Tucker loses the ball out of bounds, but it will be Mauldin ball still. But watch Kyle Green pass it into Olin Knox, and then Olin Knox give it back to him on the cut. That's what Blythewood's getting a lot of layups out of. Tucker gets the inbound pass. He's going to work. He'll try to go down the sideline all the way to the basket. His floater goes up. It's good off the glass.
Great job there from Jameson to stick with it. Just use his strength to get past Green on the sideline.
Kyle Green, the crossover, pass it off to Richards. Up top here is Samad Wright. Wright had the pass tipped away. There was the cut once again. If you saw it, it was Wright cutting. Kyle Green up top. They'll swing it out wide for Richards. Richards trying to drive on Downs. Downs has a good shot contest, but it was just an even better shot by Emmanuel Richards. 29-23 is the score. Blythewood leads with 2:35 left second quarter. Caleb Byrne jumping to the basket. His floater is up and good. Drake Downs takes a tumble, but he looks to be all right as Blythewood goes the other way. Richards, Caleb Byrne, that's a switch on him because Drake Downs is slow back into the play. There is the cut once again to the basket. Mauldin is falling asleep every time after the entry pass to the post, but Daniel Stratford going the other way. He'll drive all the way to the basket. His layup is up, no good. Rebounded in a scramble. There will be Samad Wright going the other way. 31-25 is the score. Right and alley-oop for Isaiah Williams, who flies to the basket for two hands. Caleb Byrne up top for Daniel Stratford. Stratford crosses the timeline, ball in his right hand. He'll have to give it back to Caleb Byrne. Byrne all the way to the basket. Nice pass for Downs. Downs goes up and one! Drake Downs with a strong move to the basket, and he'll shoot a free throw.
And you could tell Downs wanted to get the dunk at first, but did a good job once he got the contact to stick with it, kind of pull the ball back and get the N1. And he looks to the crowd and says, easy.
And he winked at someone in the crowd. That is pretty cool. And Daniel Stratford will take a seat now.
I believe I forgot what did you say what his name was? That's the AAU coach or the fall league coach, one of the two.
The one in the black hoodie.
Yeah, that's who we said. That's who we said it to.
Drake Downs will shoot a free throw here. Free throw is up and no good.
Well, if you're gonna talk, you got to make your free throws.
Kyle Green trying to drive to the right. Pass is stolen by Tucker. Tucker going the other way. Here he is, ball left hand. Tucker back to the Euro step. That's a nice move by Tucker. Showtime, but no finish. Kyle Green now has it for Blythewood. He'll drive right, then shoot a three. It is no good. Rebounded out of bounds by Drake Downs. Jay Cooper will check in for Drake. 27-33 is the score. The Mavericks will trail by 6 with 1:28 left second quarter. 18 fouls on each team, so both are in the 1-1 as of now. A wide open jumper for Isaiah Williams. He bricked it, rebounded by Kieran. Kieran hands off to Tucker. Tucker gets past his defender Kyle Green, but the help will come from Williams. Tucker steps through. Kieran a wide open three. No good. Rebounded and a jump ball. Good effort once again by Caleb Byrne. That's Maverick possession.
That's a great play from Caleb Byrne to get his hands on the ball. I mean, Cox just kind of fell asleep. Looked down the floor and kind of left that ball just sitting out there, and Caleb Byrne put his hands on it. Smart play.
Tucker inbounds to the Caleb Byrne. Byrne trying to drive baseline. He'll spin back around. Still Caleb Byrne with it. Reddick Owens calls for it. Owens will go up, and he did not make it, but Jay Cooper rebounded. Then he dropped it, and Kyle Green gained possession. Kyle Green will pass it off to Richards. Richards will pass it off to Wright. Wright pulls the corner three. It's good.
Easy defense.
50 seconds left. 36-27 to score. Caleb Byrne has it now for the Mavericks. He's fouled. Isaiah Williams picks it up. 1-1 free throws for Caleb Byrne. A 9-point lead for Blythewood.
I mean, how's there two people standing right beside each other with an open three, just choosing who they want to shoot?
Isaiah Williams now has 3 personal fouls. Caleb Bird's free throw is
It's a
up
lane
and
violation.
good.
Doesn't matter because he made it, but there probably should have been a lane violation on Blythewood there.
46.5 where the clock is stopped as of right now. 28-36. Caleb Bird will have another free throw. It is up. And it is no good. Rebounded by Emmanuel Richards going the other way. Here he is. 40 seconds left, second quarter. Richards will be guarded by Reddick Owens. I think he'll call for an ISO. He'll hand it off to Samad right now. 30 left in the second quarter. Blythewood might just settle for one shot. Right crosses over right hand, then hesitations to the back. Here's Wright. They're counting for 5, and he now got the separation. Julian Phillips back into the game. He has the ball. He'll try to go to work in the post. It was knocked away by Bird, but Phillips got it back with 10. Up top, here's Wright with 7. Right to the basket with 5. His floater goes up. It's good off the glass. 3 seconds left. Tucker with 2. Tucker with 1. He'll shoot half court. No good. And that's the end of the first half. And one of Mauldin's worst first halves of the season and really of the past 3 seasons combined. That was an abysmal first half by the Mavericks. They are capable of so much more, which is why it's so frustrating. We know this is the great team, and we know their coaches won't be happy, and we know their coaches will let it into them there at halftime, but we just hope that lights a fire that will start off this Mauldin team in the second half.
I mean, just sloppy. That's really what it is. I mean, we got some good shots when we had the good possessions. We knocked down a couple. We knocked down 1-3 and got some good looks down low, but for the most part, just sloppy. And I mean, defense has got to clean up. The one that stood out to me and really frustrated me. I mean, there were 2 shooters sitting right side by side on our left corner down there, and I mean, just pass it off to whoever wants you to take the shot. I mean, that can't happen. And nobody was even running at him. That's the thing. I mean, you fall asleep and try and catch up. That's one thing. But you sit there, and they sat there and looked at him shoot.
So stats at the end of the first half. We'll start off with Blythewood. Emmanuel Richards has 10 off the bench. Phillips has 2, but he does have 2 personal fouls, which is why he's had to sit so much. Isaiah Williams has 8. Samad Wright has 9. Kyle Green has 3. Olin Cox has 5. And then for the Mauldin Mavericks, we'll switch the side to the book here. The Mavericks, Nick Williams has 3. James Tucker has 5. Caleb Bird has 8. And Drake Downs leads the game with 12. Remember, Drake Downs averages 12.2 a game, so he's already equal with his season average. So that will do it for us for this first half. We'll take a short break, and we will be back with the second half. Hello and welcome back to the Mauldin High Broadcast Network. Andrew Baxley, Ben Coggins, cameraman Brendan Brest, stats guy Landon Myers here from Greenville High School. You can't see in your camera right now, but Blythewood is right in front of us. I mean, you can actually see the hood of that guy. That is a Blythewood Bengal as they start their warm-ups. About 2 minutes left in the second halftime. 2 minutes left in halftime. We will start the second half, and when that time is up, Mauldin yet to return to their bench. I'm sure Coach McLean is letting them hear it in the locker room. If Mauldin can continue to get Isaiah Williams and Julian Phillips in foul trouble, then they really have a chance here. But they have to stop the other guys as well. They need stops. The defense has been terrible. I mean, it's not like Blythewood's had amazing defense, but Mauldin's defense has just been atrocious.
I mean, Mauldin's got to come out quickly, hit a couple threes, get some easy layups down low. I mean, do something. I mean, get some quick scores out. And then in terms of defense, I like that press a lot better than just backing off. Make Blythewood uncomfortable. I mean, they win games down low, not with their guards. Make their guards win the game by beating you off the press.
I agree. 50 seconds left in halftime. Mauldin still has not returned yet to their bench. And they're actually going to send the Greenville coach Mike Anderson after the Mavericks because they're taking too long. They will not have any time to re-warm up.
That tells me that Coach McLean is quite unhappy.
Shout out Sean Sorbin in the chat right now. Also shout out Gavin Powell. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. As the Mauldin Mavericks now return to the floor, you can see Caleb Byrne, the first one out. Sure, you can hear the cheers now. We'll get Kevin over here to give us a word about what Coach McLean said in the locker room.
Be more aggressive, stop. Locker room exclusives. Wasn't too mad. He was just frustrated, obviously. Not a whole lot of cussing.
That's good. Not a whole lot of cussing.
But basically, he said, be a man, stop being soft. Be physical in the paint and play better defense, box out, stuff like that. Said it's the little things.
Shout out to Kevin Silva if you're on YouTube and couldn't hear it.
Basically,
Yeah,
that was actually a MixLR exclusive. Yeah,
it wasn't too juicy. That's a direct quote. It was not too juicy, but he still said what he needed to. Blythewood will have possession to start it off. The five on the floor for the Mavericks is Williams, Tucker, Downs, Cooper, and Caleb Byrne. Here's Julian Phillips for the Blythewood Bengals. That's the 4-star for him. Here's Barry Hardy. He's trying to go to work. They're trying to get the entry pass, but they never could find him. Here's Julian Phillips wing. Phillips directing traffic up top. Here's Hardy. He'll pump fake and drive left. Eventually we'll find Phillips in the corner. Julian Phillips looking to direct traffic here once again. Already 30 seconds off the clock in this third quarter. Blythewood taking their time. Entry pass here for Williams, and it's going to be a foul on Nick Williams. You can hear the slap. That's the right call.
Mauldin's got to be careful to stay out of foul trouble. That's the last thing you want at this point in the game.
Inbound pass for Phillips, and there's going to be a foul on Drake Downs. That's his third.
I don't know. I didn't see the foul there. I'm not going to say it didn't happen, but that's a steal if he doesn't foul. So that's just another mental mistake.
Inbound pass for Barry Hardy on the wing. He's going to drive to his left. Here's Isaiah Williams. Elects not to shoot. Back up top, Hardy. Swinging around Phillips. He traveled. And the referee in the glasses is not shy to call a travel. Caleb Byrne will get the inbound pass. We're back underway here. Tucker gets the cross-court pass. Back over for Caleb Byrne. Inside Drake Downs. He has a lane if he wants to. A pass off to Williams. Williams is rejected by the tall Julian Phillips. That is a 6'7" junior who got all of that shot.
And that's
7:08 where the clock is stopped.
That's an athletic play right there, to say the least.
Well, they're definitely taking a foul there, but no contact at all, sadly. Caleb Byrne now has it for the Mavericks. Drake Downs. He'll get the pass from Byrne. Downs goes up. He was fouled. And that is on Olin Cox. Drake Downs will shoot 2 free throws. Downs has been pretty efficient from the line here tonight.
11.
Clock stopped 7:01, 38-28 as of now. Already 2 team fouls on Mauldin.
3
and
fouls
1
on
team
Cox.
foul. 3 fouls on Olin Cox. First free throw is up by Drake Downs, and it's good.
I mean, time for Mauldin to claw their way back in. I mean, end of story.
Second free throw by Drake Downs is up, and also good. Does he have 14 in the game? 14 points for Drake Downs. Full court press from Mauldin. They get it in just before the 5-second violation. Here is Edward Cohen with the ball. Cohen surveying the floor. He'll pass it out wide to Phillips. Phillips inside, going to work on Nick Williams is Phillips. Phillips will go up, and he is fouled and 1. Is that 4 on Nick or 3? 3 fouls on Nick Williams. Count the basket for Williams. He'll have a chance at 3-point play. 40-30 is the score. Three team fouls and 1 minute and 15 seconds of action. I'm not going to say any more on that. You can draw the conclusions that you'd like. Isaiah Williams will shoot a free throw. It's no good. Rebounded by Downs. Good work by Downs, keeping it in bounds. Stolen away, but Tucker will find it. Tucker, he'll get around the press. Tucker, inside for Bird. Bird goes up, and that's blocked again by Julian Phillips.
That was on its way down.
Going the other way is Cohen. Cohen for Phillips. Phillips to the lane. Somehow no foul, no good. Rebounded by Drake Downs. Downs up ahead for Bird. Bird will go up, and that is a foul and 1. Count that basket. Caleb Bird will shoot a free throw.
Drake Downs got away with one here on our end, but it's definitely a makeup call on.
That foul was on Isaiah Williams. 4 fouls on Isaiah Williams, and he'll have to take a seat, which is big. But that just says something about how the game's being officiated. That a player has 4 personal fouls, not even 2 minutes into the third quarter. Free throw's no good by Caleb Bird. Julian Phillips corrals the miss. He'll bring it up now, crossing the timeline. Going the other way, here's Edward Cohen. A nice step back through the legs. 3 is no good, and I think it hit the top. It hit the little string that holds the goal up, which means it's out of bounds. Checking into the game is Emmanuel Richards, Blythewood's leading scorer of the game. Hitting the sideline is Olin Cox, as well as Barry Hardy. Also checking into the game is Randy Kelly. So it's Kelly, Green, Phillips, Richards, and Wright on the floor. Starting 5 on the floor for Mauldin. Drake Downs going to work in the post. It's no good, but it will be rebounded by Emmanuel Richards of Blythewood. Going the other way is Wright. Here's Kyle Green. Now Julian Phillips. Phillips here for Richards. Richards trying to size up Jay Cooper. He does now. He'll step back. No 3, though. Here's Julian Phillips on the wing. Up top. It's now Wright. Samad Wright. He'll pass it out wide to Green. In the corner, Phillips. Phillips trying to drive left. Phillips will spin and shoot, and it is good. That's a 4-star play right there by Julian Phillips. 42-32 is the score. Tucker gets the pass. Back across for Drake Downs. Downs across for Tucker. Tucker is fouled. Foul is on Kyle Green. 6 fouls and not even 3 minutes.
Yeah, and that was a pretty clear foul there. Jamison Tucker just got clocked in the face.
Caleb Bird gets the inbound pass. 5:10 left. Bird splits the screen double. It's rejected, though, by Kelly. Richards going the other way. Richards, layup is no good. Rebounded by Blythewood. Driving through the lane. Nick Williams has to be careful not to foul right there. 4:54 left. Samad Wright has it. Now here's Green. Kyle Green for Julian Phillips. Phillips on the wing. He's being guarded by Downs. Here's Kyle Green. He'll drive left towards the baseline. Stops and kicks it out wide for Kelly. Kelly up top. Here's Samad Wright. Wright driving right. You like that, don't you? Here is Samad Wright. Samad Wright inside, and that's going to be foul on Tucker. They're literally calling every single inch of contact. 7 fouls, 3.5 minutes. And George Ford will get his first minutes of the game along Will Kirian checking in. Williams and Tucker set to the side. 42-32 is the score. And the inbounder is Phillips. That has to be 5 seconds. Come on. Emmanuel Richards gets the inbound. He'll go to the basket. Layup no good. Rebounded by Drake Downs. Downs going the other way. He'll find George Ford. Ford to the rim. He'll get to it, and it's good. And one. There is George Ford. That is decisiveness right there by the senior.
Hey, we've been joking these past couple, or I would say the past couple of days. We've been joking for a while that George Ford probably had the most indecisive couple minutes last night, but that was not indecisive at all. Took it straight in, took the foul, got the layup.
And George Ford misses the free throw, which means
free throw was.
But he almost got the steal. Someone walked in front of it, so I couldn't really see it. I got thrown for a loop right there. Here's Julian Phillips on the wing. He'll pass it into Richards. And
a
foul on Richards.
Okay.
That is interesting, but we'll take it.
I was frustrated at first,
Richards,
but hey.
How many does he have? 3 fouls on Emmanuel Richards. We have had 9 fouls called in 4 minutes of basketball.
I thought that foul was on Will at first, and it definitely could have been a foul on Will, but we'll take it.
Here's Drake Downs on the elbow. Inside for Caleb Byrd. Byrd will go up. That should have been a foul, but Byrd will make the layup regardless. Mauldin cuts it down to 6. That's as light. That's as small as it's been in a while. Here's Julian Phillips on the wing. Phillips goes up. His shot is no good, but tipped and not in. Rebounded by Cooper. And that should have been a foul. But they do cower on Jay Cooper. That is a head scratcher. Jay Cooper, what does he have, 3? Jay Cooper has 4.
I mean, we're going to have to play Carter at this point. I mean, that's just an awful refereeing there. How is that? I mean, they did the exact same thing to each other.
Julian Phillips' first free throw is up, and it's good. That is a time where the ball lies.
No, I don't disagree that it was a foul on Jay Cooper, but Jay got fouled beforehand.
Phillips' second free throw is no good, and it will be rebounded by Cooper. And Cooper needs to be careful not to foul here. Drake Downs at the block. He got all ball, man. Come on. They're literally calling every ounce of contact, and it is ridiculous. This is not fun to watch. 3 fouls on Drake.
We gotta bring our JV kids.
They're really ruining the game right now. Come on. This is ridiculous. Reddick Owens about to check in. Free throw is up. And no good. Ball don't lie. 43-36, 3:25 left. Five on the floor for the Mavericks. It's Owens, Kirian, Downs, Byrd, and Tucker. Emmanuel Richards will shoot another free throw here. It's also not good. Rebounded by Downs. Downs pushes it forward to Byrd. Byrd behind the back. He's driving left. Byrd all the way to the basket. Floater's no good. Nice rebound by Owens. Owens will go up. And 2 points there for Reddick Owens. That's pretty important for the Mavericks. 43-38 is a score. Julian Phillips has it now. He'll pass it to Richards. An amazing spin and one. And, I mean, that's a foul there. But, I mean, they're calling every single thing. We're getting a foul every play. 45-38, and Richards will have a free throw.
I mean, can we Drayton's in Greenville? If we can we get him back on Mauldin for a couple minutes?
We might have to send Landon out there.
Get suited up. We're gonna need you.
3:05 left, third quarter. Free throw is good by Richards. 46-38 is the score. The Bengals lead. Tucker has it now for the Mavericks. Tucker back across for Byrd. Byrd crosses the timeline now. Back for Tucker. Tucker for Byrd. Byrd driving right. A behind the back dribble. He'll step backwards. Byrd driving right. All the way to the basket. He's fouled. Another foul. 11 fouls. And what is that? 4.5 minutes? 5.5 minutes? Sensei's not very happy.
I mean, no, Sensei is quite unhappy right now.
Tucker, the inbounder, he'll find Drake Downs. Clock rolling from 2:45. Downs driving left. He's fouled again.
Another foul.
Julian Phillips is the fouler this time.
I mean, we're
Is that
gonna be
3 on him or 4? 3 on Julian Phillips.
We're not gonna be able to leave until like 1 in the morning at this pace. Just because there's contact doesn't mean you have to call a foul. You can't play this game without contact. It's impossible.
Drake Downs free throw is no good. That was 1-1. We're already in the 1-1 with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. A press from Mauldin, a steal by Will Kieran. Kieran will throw it backwards. He was trying to save it from going out of bounds. Richards goes up, and another foul. Another foul. This time it's on Will Kieran. That's the Coach McLean technical that we were starting to sense. If you couldn't hear him, Coach McLean yelled at the referee, "You are terrible," and everyone in the stadium agrees. Regardless of the team, you agree with what Coach McLean says.
Take one for the team. I like it, Coach.
Sometimes the technical fouls from McLean work, sometimes they don't. Hopefully it has the effect that it will work. Richards' free throw is up and good. We might hit 20 fouls in the third quarter. At that point, I'll have to tally just to know. Richards hits both free throws, both the technical free throws.
Jameson's dad is pulling out the classic. At some point, you got to retire. Most of the time, I get pretty annoyed by it, but I gotta agree with this one.
Where is Jameson's dad? Oh, I see him. Now here are the free throws because of Will Kieran's foul. That one was missed. He'll get 4. This is the fourth of 4. Richards' 4th free throw is up and good, so he goes 3 of 4 from the line. Score is 49-38. Injury timeout for the referee. I should get a substitute referee, though.
Coach McLean, how are you feeling so bad?
Back on the way here with 2:30 left. Some energy from the Mauldin Mavic crowd here at Greenville High School. Kyle Green now has the pass. Posting up is Richards. Richards trying to get to the basket. His shot goes up. It's no good. Tipped, no good. And rebounded by Phillips. He goes up. His shot's good.
Got to get the board there.
Biggest lead of the night for Blythewood is 13. 51-38. Tucker across for Kieran. Kieran crosses the timeline. Back across for Tucker. Tucker. Here he is. He'll give it back to Kieran. Kieran. Back to Tucker. Tucker for Kieran. Kieran will decide to shoot the 3. It's short and out of bounds. Samad right now has it for Blythewood. He'll spin away from Daniel Stratford crossing the timeline. Driving to his left hand, spins again to the right. It looked like Pascal Siakam on that with 8 spin moves. But 2 points for him. Drake Downs now across the timeline, passing it off to Tucker. Tucker, nice dribble there by Tucker, but never really regained control. It's stolen away by Kyle Green. Up ahead for Samad Wright. That's not the greatest pass by Kyle Green. There will be Mauldin ball. Caleb Bird will check in. Drake Downs will take a seat.
Mauldin's gonna get back into this game. It's gonna have to be now. I mean, not gonna be able to come back from 15 in one quarter. They got to find a way back into the game right now.
Olin Cox will check in for Julian Phillips. Tucker now with the ball for the Mavericks.
Can't pick up your dribble there.
Tucker now with it. Inside Drake Downs will look to go to work. Surprised there was no foul there. Reddick Owens gets the rebound. Another rebound. Will Kieran in the jump ball. Charlotte Hunter Fort, we agree the refs are dog water. Peyton Meyer says the refs are as bad as Jamal Adams. We'll leave it at that. If you don't like Jamal Adams, you agree with that. If you like Jamal Adams, then you don't agree with that. But nonetheless, Jamal Adams did get eliminated from the playoffs tonight. If you missed it, the Seahawks lost to the Rams. The inbounder is Tucker. Tucker in the corner. Kieran pulls a deep 2. It's good. I believe that was a 2. There was no signal from the refs ending there, but it will go for 2 points on the board. 53-40. Kyle Green driving right. Not the cleanest pass, but it will find Cox. Cox in for Richards, and that is the classic play from Blythewood. Pass to the post, and then give it back to the person who passed it on the cut. Will Kieran now has the ball for the Mavericks. Caleb Byrne will get the return pass. And a personal foul. It's a reach in on Stacy Shepard.
That one's the right call.
And Mauldin will shoot 1-on-1 free throws there.
The refs have gotten a little bit better. There's been a lot less fouls, but 17 fouls so far in the third quarter. That's crazy.
You don't. There's some games where you won't see 17 fouls in the entire game. But we've had it in one quarter. Caleb Byrne's free throw is no good.
Got to be hitting free throws if you're going to get back into this game.
If Mauldin wants to come back, they need to start knocking down their free throws. Kyle Green with it. Here's Emmanuel Richards. Will Kieran almost had the steal, but it was eventually caught by Kyle Green with 12. Here's Green with 10. Kyle Green, a freshman, with 8. Green driving left. He passed it off to Richards with 5. Richards to the basket and a traveling violation. Clock stopped with 4.1. Mauldin needs to go the length of the court and get a shot off if they would like with 4 seconds left. Blythewood has the full court press, and their coaches are yelling no foul. And with the referees that we have tonight, you can never guarantee it. Caleb Byrne will let it roll. He's going to drive up top, and it was stolen away, but out of bounds. It will be Mauldin ball, 1.1 second. I mean, we'll take that. It did take 3 seconds off the clock, but it's actually a chance. I mean, you can see Coach McClain calling a timeout here, but he elects not to draw something up. Drake Downs gets the inbound pass. He'll shoot it at the buzzer. It's no good. That was super close at the back of the rim, but that will be the end of the third quarter. The score is 55-40. Blythewood leads it. Stats at the end of this third quarter. Emmanuel Richards for Blythewood has 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 points. Julian Phillips, the 4-star for Blythewood, he has 2, 4, 6, 7. Isaiah Williams has 10. Samad Wright has 11. Kyle Green has 3. And Olin Cox has 5 over here for the Mavericks. Nick Williams has 3. Tucker has 5. Caleb Byrne has 14. No, excuse me, 12. Drake Downs has 14. Will Kieran has 2. Reddick Owens has 2. George Ford has 2.
Just a quick comparison. The first game of the night, what was it? St. Joseph's Travelers Rest. That game went by in an hour because whistles weren't blown if they didn't have to be. The game went by in an hour. We're 3 quarters down and over an hour in this one. That's the difference. And there were 17 fouls in a quarter, to put that in comparison.
Kyle Green gets the inbound pass back underway here for Greenville High School between the Blythewood Bengals and Mauldin Mavericks. Kyle Green driving. That's a 3 pull, no good. Although rebounded by Blythewood, pull up is no good. They get another rebound and another foul. That might be on Tucker. That is on Tucker. 3 on Jameson Tucker. And Blythewood will be in the double bonus for the final 7.5 minutes of this game. Free throw is up and good by Stacy Shepard. Andrew Baxley here alongside Ben Coggins here from Greenville High School. The final game, the Prep Hoops SC Showcase. Shout out to Prep Hoops SC for putting this show on, and shout out to Greenville High School for letting us come and broadcast. It's been a really fun one. Here's Tucker with the ball now after Stacy Shepard went 2 of 2 from the line. It's 57-40. Tucker will cross the timeline after getting the pass back from Caleb Byrne. Tucker all the way through the lane. He'll go up. Foul is on Blythewood, but Tucker will shoot 2 free throws. That foul is on Kyle Green.
A good drive there from Tucker. I mean, it's really down to hitting these free throws. If we miss free throws coming down the stretch, this game's not going to go in our favor.
First free throw's good by Tucker. Lead is now 16 for Blythewood. Smart play by Coach McLean telling Jay Cooper to back up because remember, Jay Cooper has 4 fouls. He picks up another one. He's disqualified for the rest of the night, and you don't want to lose it on a silly play like this. Tucker's second free throw is missed. Julian Phillips corrals the miss. Up ahead for Williams. Back out here for Cox. Cox goes up. A nice block by Nick Williams, but he stepped out. Really good block by Nick Williams. Unfortunate that he was out of bounds when he gained possession. The inbounder is Julian Phillips. Phillips in for Williams. Williams back for Olin Cox. Olin Cox going to work on Cooper. Nice defense by Cooper. No foul. Rebounded by Nick Williams. Williams going the other way. An in and out dribble. He's driving right all the way to the basket. He is fouled. I think it's going to be on the floor, but there will be 1-and-1 free throws. That foul on, 23 is that what we said? That's Stacy Shepard. Stacy Shepard. He has 2.
Nick.
And Nick Williams missed his first free throw.
Got to be hitting our free throws down the stretch. No room to miss them.
Second free throw is good by Nick Williams. He goes 1 of 2 from the line. Mauldin with the full court press. It's a bit light. Now it will pick up. Ball's in the hands of Shepard, Stacy Shepard. He'll cross the timeline. He'll pass it out wide. Olin Cox. That should have been an offensive foul, and it is. Good call, Mr. Referee. That's going to be on Olin Cox. He stuck his elbow out and hit Nick Williams in the face. And he has 5, so he is disqualified for the remainder of the game.
That helps.
That does help.
7-1 4. Mauldin 42. Blythewood 57.
Ref is looking to the crowd for.
I think that's another referee.
Well,
That's one of the
ref is
earlier
looking
referees.
to another referee for.
Well, the referee, the other referee said something first. He said it was a good call.
Yeah.
Brendan, retape this, or at least stick the tape back on the table.
Man, just an all-around bad night. We can't even keep our banner up.
Is the tape over there? Okay, then just take it away then. Back underway here, or about ready to. Tucker will be the inbounder. 42-57 is the score. 7:01 left, fourth quarter. Tucker in for Caleb Byrne. Tucker gets it back from Byrne. Tucker gets around the trap. He's going to go all the way to the basket. I thought he was fouled there, but no, it passes out to Downs. Downs goes to the lane, kicks that wide for Caleb Byrne, who pulls a corner 3. It's no good. It's rebounded by Emmanuel Richards. Up for Kyle Green. Kyle Green's seen some increased minutes in this game. Emmanuel Richards. And an offensive foul on Isaiah Williams. How many does he have? 4? Isaiah Williams, number 5. Isaiah Williams has 5. Or does he? I think
so.
He has 4. The bookkeeper over there says 4, so we'll go with 4. Caleb Byrne gets the inbound pass. Byrne through the trap. They'll find Tucker. It's stolen away by Richards. Richards up ahead. Nice steal there by Caleb Byrne. Tucker for Stratford. Stratford going down the outside. His layup is blocked. Out of bounds on Blythewood. Mauldin ball into their own basket.
Just more sloppy basketball from Mauldin. I mean, got to clean it up a little bit.
In the corner, Daniel Stratford. He'll pull a 3. It's no good. And rebounded by Richards. Richards up ahead for Williams. And Williams will go for a flying 2-handed slam. That will shake the rim for sure. Drake Downs now with the ball. The Mavericks trail by 17. That's really one of their biggest deficits of the season. An errant pass out of bounds on the Mavericks. It's Blythewood ball.
I mean, It wasn't this bad against Legacy, and Legacy is one of the best teams in the nation.
It wasn't even this bad against Burns the first time, although it was pretty bad. I don't really think it was this bad.
I don't think we trailed by 17 all season.
No. Kyle Green now has it for Blythewood. Here's Richards. Jay Cooper will draw the count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it resets. Driving to the lane is Richards. And Blythewood's just looking to chew clock here. This is why we need the shot clock, as Ben said earlier.
For sure.
Kyle Green will almost have it stolen. It was good defense initially by Downs. Still Kyle Green. It's been almost a full minute again here by Blythewood, just trying to take time off. Emmanuel Richards has it. In the corner, Kyle Green. Here is Kyle Green once again. Entry pass. Jay Cooper needs to make sure not to foul. It's Williams going to work. Then he'll get the pass once again. He'll go up. And Julian Phillips with a flying putback dunk. That was pretty nice, I must say. But a minute and a half was taken off on the clock on that play. Pass was tipped out of bounds by Julian Phillips. Reddick Owens will check into the game. Jay Cooper, I kind of like this substitution. Although we're down 19, it's really tough to come back 4:39. But I say let your young players play against a team like this that is good. Let them make their mistakes now so that they're ready in the playoffs and in the future for next season. I like this move by Coach McLean. Caleb Bird gets the inbound pass. 61-42 is the score. Caleb Bird driving to the lane. He'll get all the way to the basket. His layup is good. Full court press again from the Mavericks. Barry Hardy has it. Hardy will give it to Richards. Richards. The help comes and almost a steal. Kyle Green has it. Green all the way to the basket. His jelly layup is no good. Rebounded by Drake Downs. Downs ahead for Stratford. Stratford getting all the way to the basket. Richards was sizing him up. No call. Rebounded by Owens. He goes up and he misses the layup, but a scramble for the rebound. Julian Phillips has it. That's a layup that Reddick Owens really needs to make. Barry Hardy now has it. Now Emmanuel Richards. Jadavian Young waiting to check in for the Mavericks. Steal. Drake Downs and Caleb Bird combining. Bird lost control. Will Kieran gets it. Kieran is fouled. A really hard fall. But Will Kieran is quick up. It's good to see.
Well, Kieran's a tough guy, for sure.
He'll shoot 2 free throws. Foul is on number 1, Kyle Green. He's a freshman. I've really been impressed with Kyle Green. I mean, he's young and made young player mistakes, but he seems to be pretty calm on the ball, and he might have a big impact in the playoff run for Blythewood, and especially next year when we assume they'd be at their peak with all these juniors becoming seniors. Will Kieran's first free throw was good. Kyle Green takes a seat. Coming into the game is Edward Cohen. Second free throw by Kieran is also good. Timeout called by Coach McLean and the Mauldin Mavericks. The lead is 15. 3:29 left.
Does Vaughn have any more out of region games after this besides the tournament?
Yes, we play Wade-Hampton at the end of the season.
Gotcha. Well, silver lining.
We might have another one. Let me look. I know we have Wade-Hampton at the end of the year.
Guess I can't really rule this out yet, but our chances are slim to say the least. But
the good thing is this game really has no effect on the playoffs.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, that's a silver lining. I mean, we really learned something today, and we were really confident after the Legacy game. We had reason to believe we were the best team in the state. But if we play like we did against Legacy, we really should be the best team in the state. This isn't what we did against Legacy.
I would say it's not very close.
No.
Pass now, and Emmanuel Richards has it with 3:15 left. The 5 on the floor for the Mavericks is Owens, Bird, Young, Stratford, and Kirian. A mismatch here. Kirian is guarding Richards. They could exploit that. Super small ball again for the Mavericks. Phillips going to work. Williams going into work in the post. There's Richards on the screen. And Will Kirian has the foul. He threw him to the side. I think that's just a bit of an anger foul on Will Kirian.
I don't know. He sure it might have been a little excessive, but he's got the big size disadvantage there. If he doesn't foul, it's an easy bucket. I like the good hard foul, force him to get those points at the line. But with that said, there may have been a little frustration in there.
Looks like there's a bit of a wet spot on the floor that they'll have to clean up. Richards will shoot 2 free throws.
Looks like Richards a little sweaty. I mean, yeah.
What do you say?
He's saying it should have been a flagrant.
Free throw is no good by Emmanuel Richards.
It was a play on the ball. He had a hand on the ball and the hand on his body.
Richards' second free throw is good. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Kieran gets the inbound pass. He'll send it across for Caleb Byrne. 2:45 left, fourth quarter. Byrne across for Kieran. Kieran driving left. Kieran will back up, step through the double team. Caleb Byrne now has it. Byrne trying to drive through the lane. He'll stop and pull a floater. It's no good. And Williams gets the rebound. He'll pass it off to Edward Cohen. Hesitation moves and passes it up wide. It's Richards now has it. Top of the key. It's Barry Hardy. Richards now for Blythewood. Reddick Owens is guarding him. He calls for his guard, Barry Hardy. 2:05 left, fourth quarter. 62-46 is the score. Hardy for Richards. Richards driving right. Hand off to Cohen. Cohen driving left. Still Cohen with it. Entry pass for Phillips. Phillips goes up. Phillips' layup is no good. His putback is no good, and he will foul Will Kirian. Will Kirian will shoot 2 free throws. That's 4 fouls on Julian Phillips. George Ford will check into the game for the Mavericks. First free throw here for Will Kirian. It's up and good. He'll shoot another. George Ford checks in for Caleb Byrne. Second free throw is no good by Will Kirian. 1 of 2 from the line. Rebounded and cleared. Edward Cohen has it. Edward Cohen spinning away from Stratford. Cohen driving to the basket. His shot is blocked. Julian Phillips gets the rebound, goes up. He's fouled and 1.
That's not his call to make.
Foul is on Reddick Owens.
That's not that referee's call to make. Referee on the baseline didn't call anything.
Julian Phillips' free throw is no good. Rebounded by Richards. Good defense, though, by George Ford. Ford had it stolen away. That was out the first time. I don't know why he allowed the attempted save. But it will be Mauldin ball either way. Reddick Owens steps out. David Shearer comes in. Darren Stratford has it now for the Mavericks. Stratford for Kirian. Kirian out for Young in the corner. Young drives baseline. His up and under layup is good. Inbound pass for Cohen. Back for Richards. Richards ahead for Hardy. Here's Barry Hardy. Phillips was calling for an alley-oop, but Hardy decided not to. Isaiah Williams has it. He swings it on for Richards, and then again for Cohen. 50 seconds left, fourth quarter. Julian Phillips on the wing. Almost stolen by Will Kirian. Now Edward Cohen. Double team through the hands of Will Kirian. Barry Hardy now. Richards. Cohen. 30 seconds left, fourth quarter. Double team again by the Mavericks. This time it's George Ford. Richards in the corner. And Blythewood will just pass it around to end this game. George Ford, the defensive time. A nice crossover by Cohen. 10 seconds left in the hands of Cohen once again. Cohen. 6, 5, Richards 4, 3, 2, 1. Triple zeros on the clock. The Mauldin Mavericks fall to the Blythewood Bengals by a score of 64-49. We'll get Landon to tally up the stats, and we'll give you the game MVPs.
We have to get t-shirt from that news. The player of the game for the Blythewood Eagles, number 2, Emmanuel Richards.
The player of the game for Blythewood is Emmanuel Richards.
And the player of the game for the Mauldin Mavericks, number 12, Drake.
And for Mauldin, it's Drake Downs. Stats for the game: Emmanuel Richards, the game's leading scorer for Blythewood. He had 19. Julian Phillips had 11. Isaiah Williams had 12. Stacey Shepard had 2. Samad Wright had 11. Kyle Green had 3. And Olin Cox had 5 for the Mauldin Mavericks. Nick Williams had 4. Tucker had 6. Caleb Bird had 14. Drake Downs had 14. Will Kirian had 5. Jadavian Young had 2. Reddick Owens had 2. George Ford had 2. The big 2 goose eggs for the Mavericks. Jay Cooper with 0. Daniel Shafford with 0. Ben, take it away.
Well, we lost that game on the offensive end. End of story. I mean, that's the first game all year we didn't hit 50 points. 64, allowing 64 points to a team like Blythewood, that's not bad. You can beat them like that. But they didn't hit 50 points. That's the first time all year that hasn't happened. That's uncharacteristic of an Adam McClain-led Mavericks to not hit 50 points, and that was the downfall tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Mr. Coggins. Not the best game for the Mauldin Mavericks, but again, as always, you can always find things to work on from a loss. Got some positives. Caleb Bird had a good game once again. Drake Downs had a good game. But it's just, as a team, it was not good enough.
Well, I mean, it's not reason to panic. It's not. It was ugly. It was really ugly. There's no denying that. But it's not reason to panic. I mean,
if we lose a region game, then maybe it's time to panic.
Absolutely.
But we're just we're so far the best team in the region. We'll get the 1 seed. We'll get an easy-ish game in the first round. It's just after that, where can this team go?
But that wasn't even Blythewood putting up. That's not even Blythewood having a better team than us. They played a better game than us, obviously. That's not Blythewood having a better team than us. That was by far and away the worst game we've played all year, first of all. Second of all, there is no second of all. That's just a sloppy game. That's not Blythewood having a better team than us. That's just an awful game from us.
Yeah, so next game up is next week against JL Man. It's at home. We'll have the girls and guys game. And then that Friday, a week from yesterday, we will take on rivals Hillcrest in the homecoming game. But that's going to do it here for us. We thank you to Prep Hoops HC for putting on this showcase and allowing us to broadcast it, as well as Greenville High School. We thank you to them for allowing us to come here to broadcast it. But that will do it here for us. Andrew Baxley, Ben Coggins, Brendan Bress, Landon Myers. So long and have a good weekend.